Check it. What's up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. 95% of the YouTubers are going to be wrong and 90% of the people lose money in the market. You have to be the exception to get the bag. And on this video, we do that by following the charts, facts, and data, leaving emotion at the door. You always want to do the opposite of the herd, and we do just that using the data charts. This is going to be your weekly update and prediction for SPY, AMC, and GME. We look at the smaller time frames, the larger time frames, giving you guys perfect and accurate predictions, the best technical analysis that you could possibly get here on YouTube. Let's go and hop in the charts, facts, data. Let's go. This is your weekly update and prediction for the overall market and the meme stocks. This is your best place to get non-financial advice for the overall stock market predictions and more for the meme stocks. Let's go ahead and hop in the charts and see what we have going on. Again, this video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and technical analysis before buying any stock or crypto assets. So the first thing I want to point out for SPY is that we have major indicational resistance at that 460 level. You guys already know that I think 460 is going to be the top, as I called this out weeks ago, and I've explained that we are not going into a new bull run on SPY. It looks very, very bad for SPY. This run looks very, very overextended. Let me explain why. So the first thing I want to point out is the indicational resistance here at that 460 level. If you go ahead and scroll over, you guys can see that the Bollinger Band for the weekly time frame is at 460 and the daily time frame is at 460 as well. We also have horizontal resistance here on the weekly time frame. If you guys look at the last top for SPY, we have a major cluster resistance at this range. Again, 460 is most likely going to be the top. We might see a rapid push to about 465, 468. That's the highest I think we could absolutely go. Me personally, I think we're going to stay at 460 being the top, which I had called weeks ago. But the highest we could possibly go is, again, that all-time highs. We are absolutely going to see a crash after that. Again, let me explain why. If you always want to do the opposite of the herd, 90% of people lose money in the market. 90% of people lose money in the market. That means 90% of the people are doing the wrong thing. That means 95% of the YouTubers on here are going to be wrong. You have to be the exception to make money. And this is part of the strategy that I trade and teach you guys on my trading class, how to do the exact opposite of the herd. It is a key strategy to use with this market. If you understand the market psychology, then you can understand people. People trade the market and you can make money. Again, 90% of people are going to lose money. 95% of these YouTubers are going to be wrong. You can see that we have extreme greed here at that 78% mark. 78%, 78 on the extreme fear and greed. You always want to do the opposite of the herd. The herd is extremely greedy right now. They're FOMOing in, they're buying, they're setting up new long-term long positions. This is the exact opposite of what you want to be doing. In fact, what you want to be doing is what I'm doing, taking profit on your profitable trades. So I had a very beautiful trade here on Apple, trading Apple from 150. I called that out on the Discord. I called that out on YouTube, and it was a over 50% rally. It's been going up ever since I said buy Apple on the Discord. You guys can see that we see this rapid push to upside, but now volume is starting to dry out, and we can see that RSI is extremely overbought. Taking profit on these key positions that I'm in profit in, scaling out of these positions, getting ready to buy the bottom and sell the top repeatedly over and over and over again. That's what I do. That's why I'm profitable. And why and how do I do that? Again, doing the opposite of the herd. You want to notice fear and greed. You can see that we're in extreme greed. Again, you want to be fearful when other people are greedy, and you want to be greedy when other people are fearful. When we seen that extreme greed in the or extreme fear in the market, when we seen that extreme fear and Apple was at 150 and the market was down low, that's when you were buying in. Not now when you see this extreme greed. Do the opposite. We can also see with the market psychology that we are in what's called the complacency stage. So if you go ahead and zoom out on SPY, when in doubt, zoom out. That can give you the overall context of what's going on. That can give you the overall bigger picture of what's going on. So when in doubt, zoom out. You guys can see that we are in a major euphoria rally for SPY. So if we go ahead and look at the bigger time frames, you guys can see that we had this huge run up to the upside with a massive blow off top. There was supposed to be a correction here. This wasn't really a correction. This was just saved by the Fed pumping money into the market. So we had this huge blow up to push to the upside, and we have this huge blow off top, this massive euphoria rally. What does that look like here on the overall market psychology chart? You guys can see that blow off top. Then we have a sharp drop down. Then you get a little bit more bullishness in the market, what's called the complacency stage. We just need to cool off before the next bull rally. How many people are saying that right now? How many people are saying, oh, we just need to cool off before the next bull rally? Guys, there is no scenario where this breaks all-time highs and just keeps going. There's no scenario where that happens. We have to have a correction. Look how overbought the RSI is on the weekly time frame. You can see that RSI is trading in the exact same ranges as it was when we broke to all-time highs. You guys can see that RSI was trading at about 71, 72 when we broke all-time highs. So you can see all-time highs is right here, 71, 72, 73 in that range. Where is RSI right now? 71.44%. Extremely overbought. We have massive resistance here. Again, volume dropping to the downside. All signs that this rally is not strong, that we're going to see a pullback and a correction, and we have to see a pullback and correction before we go past all-time highs. So again, all-time highs is going to be the absolute top, but me personally, I think it's going to be this 460 level. Let's go ahead and zoom in and show you guys what's going on these smaller time frames and show you what's going to be happening over Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So here on Monday, I do think we're going to see a green day on Monday, and then start topping out around Tuesday, Wednesday region, coming back up to about 460 in that range. Again, we could see multiple tops here as there's major resistance here. We could even see a slight push up, but I think we're about to see that major correction to the downside. So again, I think we're about to come up to about that 460 range, hitting our head on that again, and then start moving back to the downside throughout the week. I do think it is going to be a red weekly candle for SPY. So the SPY candle print and prediction is going to be a red candle for SPY. Again, I think we've already seen the top. We've had this massive bearish engulfing candle print right here, and we set up for a lower low after that bearish engulfing, which means this is most likely going to play out and move to the downside. Now we do have this hammer candle print, which is telling me we could see a quick pop up. So again, it could pop up here like this, 460, 463 in that range. Again, I think in 460 is going to be the top, but we're going to start seeing this thing top out and move to the downside. You can see that momentum is starting to flip to the bearish side as we have major resistance at this level. Again, you need a lot of strength to blast through major resistance, and we just don't have it. RSI is too overbought. Volume is starting to trend to the downside, and we're getting bearish MACD flips here on the daily time frame. Again, all signs that we are topping out, and this is going to be the end of that rally. We might see one more little spurt to the upside of people still buying in, FOMOing in, bullishness, foolishness, things of that nature. But again, I think we're about to see that top out, and this is going to start coming down. So your prediction for SPY for the week is going to be a red week for SPY, and throughout the week I do think we're going to see a push up and then fade out in the end of the week. Let's go ahead and hop into GME, show you guys what's going on for GME. Your weekly candle prediction for GME is going to be a green candle. I do think we're going to see a green weekly candle print for GME. We had 2 weeks of red. I do think we're about to see a green candle print for GME stock. Let me explain why. So GME, I made a video about GME and AMC showing you guys how they were basically on a repeating loop, how they just keep going over and over and over again. I have 2 theories on why they are on this loop. One, and this is more tinfoil, this is more speculation, so take this one with a grain of salt. So one theory is that they put it on the algo to control it. That way they can make sure that when this thing rallies, it one doesn't get, or when this thing rallies, they know when it's going to rally so they can be prepared for it. And 2, that way they can go long, they can prepare for it, make sure they don't get liquidated. So all of those things of that nature. Or my second theory is that it's on the algo and the algo breaks at certain times. So the algo gets overloaded. People start FOMOing in, volume comes in and overloads the algo, and the algo breaks. Now, I think the first theory is more correct, where they put it on an algo and control it and actually prepare for the runs. That's why we're seeing these bots come out saying sell for 100. We're seeing these price targets at 175. They want us to sell at a certain region. They know that it's about to go heavy. You're also seeing massive hedge funds going long on AMC. We're seeing banks buy AMC. So we're seeing a lot of people position themselves long. And I also think we're seeing signs of long operators loading up on AMC as well. So again, I think they actually know when this thing is going to run, and that's why they put it on the algo. But again, this is more speculation. But let's go ahead and hop into GME, show you guys what's going on for GME, where I think we're at, and what I think is next. So GME, basically, this is the run up before all-time highs for GME. So first of all, I want to point out that GME is set to go to all-time highs. So if you take your breakout target, so you want to take your high from your low, and that will give you your breakout target for GME out of this falling wedge. So you take your high from your low, and that give us a rough estimate of our breakout target for this falling wedge. And you guys can see that's at about 140 bucks. So GME is going to be going to all-time highs. We also have this falling wedge, which is a bullish continuation pattern. You go up in your wedge, go into the falling wedge, and then break to the upside, making a higher high, bullish continuation, falling wedge. You also can see here on the monthly time frame, Bollinger Band starting to constrict, and we're working on a monthly MACD cross, bullish, 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 bullish. We also have on the weekly time frame Bollinger Band starting to constrict, and we're using macro sloping resistance as support, all setting up for this move that I think is going to happen. If you guys are new to my channel, you might not understand this, but if you are not new to my channel, you already know that we've been tracking this wedge for months now, and we are finally on the upside of it, using it as support, confirming it multiple times as support, and working on breaking out of this micro falling wedge marked here in yellow, and working on breaking out of the macro falling wedge marked here in turquoise. The macro falling wedge has that price target of $140. The micro falling wedge has a price target of $30. The $30 limit is a key resistance and support. So if we can break $30, GME will absolutely go flying. I do think that's why we're setting up for this move, and why it's taking multiple confirmations to make sure that this is support. One, because it's been resistance for 2 years. So we have to confirm it multiple times as support. As you guys can see, we're confirming, and I think that this is actually going to be the bottom for GME. GME is going to start trending to the upside. If you go ahead and look at the algo loop in the bars pattern for GME, you can see that it had a sharp drop down and then a recovery pumping to the upside. It looks like a gap up here. So that's possibly what we could see for GME, a sharp drop down and then recovering to the upside. I do think it's going to be a green week for GME, starting to recover back to the upside. I do think 2150 is going to be the bottom for GME as we work on this final retest of this wedge, getting ready to break to that $30 limit where GME will absolutely go flying. So this is what I'm looking at for GME on the short and long term. Let's go ahead and look at the how many shares they have available to borrow for GME. So they do have 150,000 shares available to borrow for GME as of now, and 60.19% of the share is locked up in float is locked up in computer share. Again, GME has a much smaller float than AMC, so it is prone to volatile movements. What we're looking for to confirm that this bars pattern is playing out is a pushed upside and recovery throughout the week. Again, green week prediction for GME. Let's go ahead and hop into AMC, showing you guys what's going on for AMC, and wrap up the video with AMC stock, focusing on AMC stock throughout the rest of the video. This is your weekly prediction and update for AMC. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is I do have a spot to track dark pool data now. So we're going to be looking at dark pool data, different ways that they manipulate the stock. Friday's dark pool data was 64.98%. That's absolute insanity. That means a little over 44% of the stock was actually traded on the NYSE and trading through legit brokers. This is absolute madness, and one of the ways that they do manipulate us. Again, on Friday, 64.91% of the data went, or trades went, through the dark pool. That is one way they manipulate us. They also manipulate us with put to call ratio. Now you can see the put to call ratio is a little bit more bullish than last week, but a high put to call ratio indicates a bearish outcome, and I do think they hide short interest in the puts as well and help use puts to try to push AMC down. Another set of manipulation we see is algorithmic trading, where they wash trade back and forth, and then of course they use short shares as well. All of these things I will be tracking on my midday market updates and weekly and daily predictions for AMC, letting you guys know how they did manipulate us. I also want to point out that the market data coming out for this week, ISM jolts on Tuesday, on Thursday we have ISM, and on Friday we have unemployment on Friday. Again, this could be big news on Friday, so watch for volatility in the market on Friday. But hopping back into AMC, we do see that we're working on a MACD cross here on the 4-hour time frame. So I do think we're going to see bullishness throughout the week. Your weekly prediction for AMC on the candle is going to be a green weekly candle. So I think we're going to see a green week on AMC, a green week on GME, but a red week on SPY. I do think SPY is actually going to start moving to the downside, and meme stocks are going to start running to the upside. I think that the correction is going to correlate with this MOAS move that we're going to see. Now, if you guys have watched my video about the squeeze cycle, if you haven't, check that video out. But where we're at in the squeeze cycle, I think we're about to see another squeeze event. And I think the catalyst is going to be Judge Zern's decision to reject the settlement. Okay, I think that she's going to reject the settlement. I've already predicted the settlement once. How did I do this? How did I predict the settlement outcome once already? The facts of the case. The facts of the case are very, very clear. It's very, very evident on what's going on. That's how I made the first prediction, and this is how I think I'm going to make the second prediction and be accurate about this. I do think she's going to reject the settlement, and that is going to be our indication for another liftoff to the upside on the second part of the squeeze cycle. So basically, we played out the January 2021 rally. This was the January 2021 rally. You guys can see if you take the bars pattern from January 2021, it looks the exact same to the price action we're seeing now. From the run up to what we're seeing now, everything's the same. From leading into it to the price action we're seeing now, it's all the same. And again, if you have not seen my video about cracking the AMC algo, check it out. And a lot of people think that they crack the algo, they know what's going on. A lot of people are wrong. They have the positioning wrong, they have the timing wrong. I'd go over all of that in those videos. Again, 90% of the people, 95% of the YouTubers don't know what they're talking about and are going to be wrong, okay? Just know that off the bat. But again, you guys can do what you want, believe what you want. I think we're about to see a second squeeze cycle, and you can see that it's playing out very, very clearly. I have the keys for you guys right here. So we're getting a double bottom off of $4, $4.50 right here. You can see that $4.50 mark acting as a double bottom. It does look like we might have to retest that one more time, but it looks like we're going to get a rapid push to the upside, coming back up to about $4.40 here on Tuesday. So I think we're going to see a push up here on Tuesday. And the points of interest for this rally, I'm not giving dates. But when I think we're going to see the catalyst is when Judge Zern makes her decision. I think this is going to be made between the dates of September 1st and August 1st. I do think we're going to see a rally between August 1st and September 1st. I know that is a month's time frame, but the algo speeds up and it slows down. So anyone telling you that they know the exact date or the exact week of MOAS, they're wrong. The only way it's going to be able to determine is using indicators, using momentum, using technical analysis, and then using the bars pattern to help get a range of dates. That's what I'm working on right now. What I have is from August 1st to September 1st is the points of interest to see the second squeeze cycle play out. The catalyst that we're waiting on is Judge Zern denying the catalyst. Again, reverse split is not good for AMC. Anyone pushing the reverse split is a shill. Anyone saying the reverse split is the catalyst is bought off. They're paid off or they're ignorant. They're one of three things. They're a shill, they're ignorant, or they're paid off. The reverse split is not good. Let me quickly explain why the reverse split is not good, because a lot of people ask questions. They'll be like, oh, look, they will cover during the reverse split. It works out too good for them. If I was trapped in a short position, what would I want? I would want a reverse split so I can get out of my short position, and then when it does the reverse split, I can make my money back that I lost because I'm going to short it back down. I would also want the reverse split because during the reverse split, I could cover. Well, where am I going to get the shares from? Luckily, Adam Aaron gave me dilution, and Adam Aaron converted APE into AMC, which gives a ton of new AMC shares on the market, and the dilution gives a ton of AMC shares on the market. I can just buy my shares from Adam Aaron in the market directly. Thanks, Adam Aaron, for giving me the reverse split and the conversion to help me get out of my toxic short position that I'm stuck in. That is why the reverse split is not good, and it's too perfect because they can make the money shorting it back down to an all new low. So what would happen if we see the reverse split? You would see it push up. So right now it's at like 40, 50 bucks or 40. It's at $4 or $5. So it would go to $40, $50. Okay. If we see in the reverse split, it would go to $40 or $50. And then they would short it right back down to the original price, making all of the money back that they have lost doing this, shorting it down, cost to borrow, all of that stuff, short interest, all that money that they paid for all of them days. They'll make all that money back. They can buy the shares from Adam Aaron in the market directly instead of buying them from us for MOAS squeeze prices. This is why the reverse split is not good. And anyone saying that it's the catalyst is wrong. Anyone who's saying the reverse split is good is wrong or shill or paid off. And I do think several AMC YouTubers, the larger ones, I'm not going to say any names, are actually legitimately paid off. I think most of them are just ignorant and just follow that they've said the same thing so much that they're backed into a corner, so they can't really flip. And I'm not even going to get into it, okay? I'm not even going to get to it. Let's go ahead and continue with, let's go ahead and hop back into the charts. Sorry about that rant. I do get a little hyped up, don't I, guys? But let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on for AMC. and where I think we're going to go. So we do have this double bottom off of that 450 level, pushing back to the upside here on Tuesday. I do think we're going to see a rapid push up here on Tuesday, recovery for AMC based off of the technicals. Again, you never want to just use a bars pattern. You want to use technicals and bars pattern. Anyone just using a bars pattern or fractals is going to be wrong. You can see that the Bollinger Bands are constricting. We can also see that we have a bullish indicator of a 3 white soldiers. So we have a 3 white soldiers right here on the hourly time frame. 3 white soldiers, bullish pattern. We have bullish Bollinger Bands constricting. We have MACD starting to flip. Multiple indications that we're going to see upside on GME and start to seeing recovery. We also have a golden cross here on the 4-hour time frame. So if you go ahead and put on the moving averages and look at the 50 EMA, which crossed over the 200 EMA, that is called a golden cross. This is a bullish technical pattern. You can see that we're using the 200 EMA as support. Bullish, 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 bullish. Again, technicals and bars pattern confirming that we're going to see upside. You want to use multiple data sets to make sure you're going to get the outcome that you want. Also working on a MACD cross on the 4-hour time frame. Multiple signs saying that we're going to see upside, and I do think we're going to see a green week for AMC. Also, we can see that the bars pattern playing out, showing us that we're going to see upside throughout the week. And again, I think we're going to see this upside, then start consolidating about $5, $5.15 in that range, and then start to see the squeeze cycle. I know you guys see the dates here on the bottom. You have to ignore the dates because the algo can be sped up or slowed down. I will be continuing to track this, giving you guys the best information, the best knowledge possible, but this is pretty much everything I have for you. Again, I do think we're going to see a green week for AMC, start to see a recovery back to the upside, and start to see bullishness as we prepare for this next squeeze cycle. I do think 450 is going to be the absolute bottom. Me personally, I bought shares at that $4.80 range, $5 range, and I'm looking to be in profit. So guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you guys. If you found that video informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content, and remember, your weekly predictions and updates for this for SPY is going to be a red candle for SPY, a green candle for AMC, a green candle for GME. I do think SPY is going to start moving to the downside as memes start to pump up. I do think the correction is actually going to correlate with the Moss. Guys, this is everything I have for you. If you found that video informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. On my Discord, I go live, talk about stocks, cryptos, trades, give minute-by-minute updates all day long, drop crazy information, news. I have expert traders in there. I'm an expert trader. Guys, join the community and start making some money and get some information. It's $50 for a lifetime invite. Message me on Instagram or Twitter. They're linked down below. That's all you have to do to get in the Discord. Message me on Instagram or Twitter, link down below. Pay the $50 and then I will send you the link. It's as easy as that. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that watched to the end of the video. If you watch to the end of the video, leave a comment down below and let me know you watched to the end. I truly appreciate you. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And I truly appreciate you if you watch to the end of the video. So few people watch to the end. And if you want, I have a Discord that you can join for $50 for a lifetime invite. All you have to do is message me on Instagram or Twitter, link down below. And that is how you get into the Discord. Make payment via PayPal or Cash App, and then we can get you in. I have a great community there of like-minded people trying to get that bag. You want to be surrounded by like-minded people to get your goal of financial freedom. We talk about stocks, cryptos, trades, talk about my new trades, post technical analysis, minute by minute, day by day, every single day. So if you want to join that, go ahead and check down below for the Instagram and Twitter to go ahead and get that information and message me. And as always, I truly appreciate each and every one of you that watched to the end of the video. Have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.